ask for what you want. Ask for what you want, but be willing to lose other things along the way. I can tell you a few years ago, I was so fed up with the direction that my life was going, in that I remember hearing that at some point you just have to surrender and have to just say to God, like, I want to be on whatever path that I was meant to be on, in whatever direction that I'm meant to be in, and take away from me whatever is not meant to be in my life, and I'm okay with it. And I knew that in saying that prayer that there were going to be things in my life that were going to be removed, and I had to be okay with that removal, because that removal in itself was going to open up something so much greater for me. And I said that prayer, and within 2 days, the guy that I had been dating for 6 months ghosted me, just completely disappeared. And it was funny because I remember in the process of saying that prayer, the only thing that I was worried about was like my friendships with the women in my life. I was worried, like, if I say this prayer, am I going to lose any of them? I hadn't even considered him. And that should have told me in itself that I wasn't afraid of losing him. He was just, he was an okay catalyst to go. So when you ask for things like that, you have to be unafraid of what leaves your life, because the things that are not meant for you should be the first things to go. And as soon as those leave, it opens up the ability for so many beautiful things to come in. Right now, I guarantee there are so many things blocking your path, blocking goodness from coming in. Because if it wasn't for me asking for that, if it wasn't for him leaving and the emotions and the feelings that I had that were not positive, that came along with everything that was him, I wouldn't have met the man that I'm with now. And he is everything everything beyond what I could have imagined. The healthiest version of myself is who belongs with him. And I couldn't have ever have reached him if I wasn't willing to shed the old versions of myself and the old versions of what myself would have accepted from anyone else. So if you're willing to do the work, you're willing to accept whatever God has for you, you gotta be willing to surrender and be willing to let go of things that are no longer meant for you.